turn that tunes over. Let's get it killed.
Let me know. You know when we're ready?
I'm ready. I normally actually start rolling and then just keep doing the shit. and then about like, so when are we gonna start? I'm like, bro, we've been
started. It started since we walked in. You didn't see the cameras.
I did have to figure out how to. I always check shit because like, I fuck this up way too often.
Yes, me and you at fucking like 5 a.m. That was terrible.
Yeah, it was.
I remember I saw you guys' videos like these motherfuckers are like these motherfuckers are in bed.
We were like belligerent.
Oh, remember I showed up in the morning.
Yeah, you guys came in after.
I showed up in the morning. We did a podcast. You were faded. He was faded.
I thought it was gonna be such a good idea because I was like, dude, our best conversation is when we fucked up, and we just were getting fucked up all night, but then I didn't have any of the shit set up, and I was just stumbling around. And
that's why you need like a producer to do everything else.
Dude, I know.
Yeah.
But I have to have it like really all just ready.
Yeah,
that was the night that like you even took pictures of us, bro.
I'll say it was you and Joby.
Me and Joby were here just fucking crashing your house, bro. We were like,
yeah,
from pictures to like podcast.
Wasn't Gio here too?
Gio was here.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
That was the day I took the pictures of like.
And I showed up like I was fucking like awake at like 8 or 7. It was like on Sunday or something. And these motherfuckers awake. They're like, come over. I'm like, fuck it. Go over there, fucking smash.
Bro, I've probably pulled more all-nighters in the last like 3 years than I ever did like my entire life. Just what's wrong with me?
Where did that come from?
I don't know, man. I think it's hanging out with you guys. No, I mean a bunch of people. Fuck, man. I mean, yeah, you can work at the bar scene.
Right now, I'm in a stage in my life right now where like I don't need that much sleep, you know, and I feel that the more sleep I do have, I'm just wasting time. I mean, there's so much shit that I gotta do or I can do.
Yeah.
So that's why I just my internal clock wakes me up hella freaking early. Like I went to bed at 3:30. And I woke up at 8:51, and to me, like I'm fucking slept in. I'm like, oh my god.
I know
when I should have been
phone
fucking.
wasn't even charged. You're like,
It's fucking dead, bro.
You gotta wake up.
Yeah.
Like even to this, to me, this is a big deal. I was like, I had to fucking wake up early. I'm gonna wake up, make some breakfast, head over here, and I woke up like, holy shit. You know, jump in the shower, calling these guys. Like my phone is just getting some juice. I called this guy, my bad, bro. I'm on my way. I'm in the shower real quick.
Yeah. Bro, this is not a big deal. It's called Nobodies.
But you know me. You guys know me. Like my shit is my shit, bro. I'm always on time and I'm always early.
Yeah, that's probably that's the latest you've slept in ever.
Yeah.
Like 8:45. What?
I was actually surprised when he called me. I thought like somebody was in jail. I thought somebody was fucked. I was like, why is Jesse calling me at 7 a.m. right now?
Bro, 7:30.
I had no idea this was happening.
But you know what? This is Mexican time.
Dude, yeah, that's what's strange about it.
I'm driving over and I'm like, I'm cool, just chilling. And it's like, I look at the clock, 9:45. I was like, all right, well, Severo said 10 a.m. anyways, so it's.
Originally, that was the original time.
So we're not even late.
Yeah, that is crazy because you're, the Mexican time's so just wishy-washy, but you're like so punctual.
I am. But
rejecting your heritage.
So the thing is, like, I'm very punctual with everything, but when I go home and I'm with my family, it's on Mexican time.
Yeah.
You know, like the bands, everything. The only thing we have to be on time always is church.
Yeah.
That you gotta be there because if you're not there, like on time, the priest and everything, like no.
You can walk in.
It's God's time. You're on God's time.
When's the last time you guys went to church? Don't be fucking.
I only go for like that's what like every time I go home. I go because of things like either quinceañera, communion, a wedding or something. So we gotta go to church. That's what I'm saying. That's the only time I'll go down there for that.
I don't really understand that though, because you know, if God is forever, then why the fuck does he care if you show up at 10 or 10:30?
I don't think he cares.
Yeah, I mean, come on, man. As long as you made it there.
So who was it? So yesterday we were voting. I think I was saying Kai. I don't know who it was. I was like, oh yeah, me and was it? It was I think Javier's sister. I was like, oh yeah, me and God we're good. You know, his name is Jesus, and in Spanish Jesus, and the shorthand is Chuy.
Yeah.
Like when I pray, say, hey Chuy. You know, that's how close we are. Sure. I call him Chuy.
Yeah.
I call him Chuy.
Nice. He's like,
help me out.
oh, it's a different Chuy.
That was a good one though. That's it, bro.
That's Chewbacca.
Dude, Who was I talking? Oh, I was at Hap Hap, that spot on picking up shit side.
Yeah.
And dude, I'm such a just swear all the time, but I'm also like, Jesus fucking Christ. This girl was like, hey, don't take his name in vain, and I was like, God, do I really have to monitor my language around
You
here?
said God.
Are you religious?
No, I mean I grew up religious, and then I like
You grew up
went
in
like atheist. I would say I'm like spiritual. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, me too.
I've met God a
I
couple
mean, I
times.
grew up Catholic, and you know, my family's predominantly all Catholic and stuff. And like, I've been baptized in my lifestyle
Yeah.
for the Catholic religion. But to say that I am a Catholic, I mean, I guess, but I don't really practice it. I don't go to church. I don't even know any of like the songs or whatever. But that doesn't mean I don't talk to God.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean that I don't believe in Him, you know? Because I do. And I pray when I'm happy. I pray when I'm scared. I pray when I'm lost.
Dude, I just started praying for the first time.
Yeah?
This is wild, but like I have gotten more spiritual again.
Mhm.
And the few times that I've seen God, it was definitely a girl. So I don't know which God you guys believe in. For real, like it was like feminine energy or whatever. But I like pray now more just like to the universe. But it would just be like thank you. Like it's not like this thought out prayer or anything.
Yeah.
I'll just be like by myself, and I was just like, thank you for that day. Like I'm
So,
glad I got to do that.
to
And
me,
it feels really good about
To me, one time when I was at church, because again, like before I came up here in Twin, I used to go to church all the time, and there was this one priest that came, and he was, you know, giving a sermon and stuff. And in the sermon, he said, "Don't be a hypocrite. Excuse me. Don't be a hypocrite, and come to church and sit up in the front and know all the prayers, know all the song, but judge everybody when you walk out of here and think you're, you know, the top shit." He's like, don't do that. You know, be who you are. Pray to God. You don't have to. He even said you don't have to come to church to talk to God. Like, you can talk to Him whenever. So that's why I was like, yeah, because every time I would go to church, I'd find myself like with people, and then people would be, hey, what'd you do this weekend? I'm still hungover. Like, what are you doing after this? Let's go to this. And I'm like, motherfucker, can we just take a break? Like, we're in church. Like, let's pay attention. So after I was like, and now I was like, you know what, whatever. But no, yeah. So ultimately now I pray. And I pray to a higher being, because obviously I believe in it. You know, there's no good without the bad.
Yeah.
You know, and obviously there's a lot of bad in this world. So I pray, and whoever's listening, hopefully hears my prayer. So.
I'm the complete opposite because I don't believe any of that shit. God's not real. Church is dumb.
Are you like full blown atheist, or are you like, I don't really know?
I don't even call myself atheist. I don't even know what that means.
That means you absolutely believe that there's
We're talking about the
there's
guy
no
that
God.
there's no
It basically means what you just said.
So I don't put an atheist on me. It's just church religion, because I was raised into it. I made a decision like I think I was 19, 20 years old. I was just like, dude, this is dumb. Somebody planted a seed in me that there's Jesus Christ 2,000 years ago that nobody can prove, that his son was on the cross, that came back, rose from the dead. I'm like, dude, that is realistically, that is in Spanish, brujeria shit. Like, if you really think about it, I'm like, oh my God. If somebody literally came back from the dead, that's not.
Like witchcraft.
Yeah.
Ooh, I see.
So, I'll complete opposite.
No, and to me, like, I don't even know how to say it, but it feels like in our era now, we're more, we're not traditional, even us guys. I mean, we've talked about this amongst us guys about women. You know, the women now are not traditional, but also men as well.
Yeah, like women
We're not
did.
as traditional as well.
Yeah.
We're not traditional as well. But because now, to me, the way I see it is like, I don't, because like man interprets whatever he wants. Man has an agenda in general. People in general have an agenda. So as I'm saying, like, I'm not going to go to church and say, like, I believe everything the Bible says, because that's an interpretation, you know? I believe what's in my heart. I believe what's in my mind. I believe
I've
what's
never
in my
read the
soul.
Bible. Have you read the Bible?
I've read it like 6 times. I grew up in a very like Protestant cult, though.
That's what I said.
Yeah. It was nuts. We talked about this a little last time,
Yeah.
but you don't remember it because we were fucked up.
Yeah. That's one topic, religion. I'm like,
Yeah.
it's one thing that I don't stress about because I'm not even an
Yeah.
atheist because
Fair.
it's just not like in my
Yeah.
realm. Is that what the word is?
Yeah.
Like, I don't think about it anymore.
Yeah. I don't think about the Bible anymore. I got more spiritual, but it's more like Einstein's version of God was just the universe, or that's what I heard anyway.
Yeah.
So it's more just all of like energy, consciousness, is all part of like the universe is all part of God. So there's like the idea, and so there's like the light and the dark, the masculine, the feminine. There's all this, and there's just shit, like trees, plants, animals, etc. It's like all kind of part of this huge thing. And I guess I lean more into that right now, but
honestly, that's what I would think too.
it's also
Badass.
it's also not like there's certain things that are like, man, how the fuck did that happen? But then when you're just like you create this idea around religion, and then you start making rules around it, and then these guys are like, oh, we can control the populace. I mean, that's how like the big religions are.
I'm saying like that's the agenda, that's
Yeah.
shit. So I'm like, oh, fuck you.
I wish I could start a religion.
There's always a higher power, is what it seems to be.
Yeah, and even dude, there's definitely always higher power than us. Like take even like hurricanes. Like if you worship a hurricane, that's just gonna fuck you up. So you better. That's like the angry god.
Yeah.
Or like whatever.
I've heard of stuff like that, and you think about it, it's like, okay, why is this hurricane here?
Yeah.
What brought it? What's
Or do you guys believe in aliens?
I believe in you.
we can't be the only ones here.
So they're probably higher power than us. So like they could, one of them could have fucking made our planet, or like, you know what I mean? So maybe the god that people are worshiping is just some alien that's way more evolved.
That's what I'm saying. Like I've always just like written stuff. Just like sometimes I will just let my brain just fucking say take off, and I've just written some stupid ass shit. Some has been stupid ass shit, but one of those things that I wrote was like, what if the Earth is a petri dish? We're a petri dish. Like for scientists, they'll like put stuff in like a little dish called a petri dish, and they study it. Like, what if the Earth is a petri dish for like aliens? They plan their life to see how we evolve. They're studying us, whatever.
I think okay.
But then I wrote this whole other thing about how that came about, and then something else. Oh man, it's wild.
Dude, do you ever watch Rick and Morty?
Yes,
Dude,
I've never watched it.
this is like white people show, but
I love Rick and Morty.
It is white people. It is white people.
I could go over to my parents' house sometimes, and my dad's got Family Guy.
oh hell yeah.
Yeah, he's like straight up way back Mexico, born in the 60s. Yeah, and Mexican dad just watched the Family Guy. And The Simpsons. I remember growing up on that.
Everybody watches. They watch Simpsons and the whole
Rick and Morty.
But Rick and Morty, what about it?
Oh, so well, they're like, I mean, it's cartoons, but it's like sci-fi cartoons, but it's super funny. But there's just the one that I was thinking about was Rick is this like genius, and he's basically he could be a god. Like he goes through multiple dimensions, multiple universes. He like figures out a way to like defeat all the bad guys, blah blah.
Not everybody knows how to do what he does.
Yeah, it's just like this genius scientist, blah blah. It's based off Back to the Future a bit. So it's like the crazy scientist and then the like nephew or whatever. And they just like go on adventures. The episode he has this bike, and he creates a battery with a civilization in the battery that then powers the battery. So
he's got little workers creating electricity.
Yeah, and so these workers think they're creating their own electricity, but he's siphoning off like 80% to run his battery for
Gives
his
him
bike.
just enough.
And then
There you go.
all of a sudden,
a little bit.
yeah, and so his battery stops working, so he like dives into the battery, and he goes in. No, he's God to them because he's like the creator of their universe. So he rolls in, and they're all like, "Oh, Rick,
national crisis."
And he's like, "Hey, what's going on? What's going on with your technology? It's stopped working." They're like, "Oh, we figured out a way to make a battery," and so they're doing the same thing he is, and so they're not working anymore. And he's like, "What the fuck?"
Dude, you gotta check out.
It's so good. But like the idea that like your entire universe is just some dickbag's like battery, like, and he's just.
It's like, what the fuck, man? What's the purpose of my existence if I'm just this motherfucker's battery?
Yeah.
But that's right. But in reality, it could be like that. I'm saying it's crazy, man. And yeah, I believe in fucking anything. So.
Dude, the first time I saw like a higher consciousness or being was that time we're at
we're camping,
the big camping trip.
Oh yeah,
yeah, we were all there. It was the third day. I don't think you guys were around, but like
I was with you.
I was
Redfish.
No, this was this year before.
Yeah, it was Anderson
It was
Ranch.
at Anderson Ranch.
Oh, okay.
And
Dude, we went to go like chop wood.
it was the third weekend, and I took some mushrooms. And
Okay,
I was
so
like,
it's the
living off of
mushrooms.
mushrooms.
It was
Like,
mushrooms.
what's this?
But dude,
The
this
mushrooms
motherfucker
let
was
you
crying.
see
He's like, I
other
just saw
things.
God.
So yeah, I've taken mushrooms a ton of times. I've never done that much, but I remember looking at Severo. He's getting wood over here, and then I look over here, and Severo's over here getting wood, and I was like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "Severo, where are you?" And both of Severo were like, "I'm here. I'm right over here." And I was like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah, you tripping balls, bro.
And then and I would see shit like, you know how deja vu works, was like
Yeah,
that hint of like it feels familiar.
Yeah.
I would literally see it or like know it, and I was like, he's about to say this, and then they would say it, and I was like, oh my god. And so I went to the tent, and all of a sudden like everything around me kind of like just turned on. And it's hard to explain because it's like a sense that it's not like eyes or ears or whatever.
Yep.
But like everything woke up, and it was just like, hello, and I was like, and I was like, I think I just saw God. I was like, oh fuck, and I started crying. And I was like, Severo. He's like, what's wrong with you? I was like,
dude,
I just saw God.
I saw God. And he's crying. I'm like, bro, you were good. He's like, bro. I'm like, have a beer, bro. Chill.
Have a beer.
Because we're having a bonfire. When you have a beer, he's like, dude, I just saw God.
How was that
bro.
feeling?
Like,
How was that feeling? Like, was it like anxiety? Was it like?
It was super terrifying, but then also like I just got this really like loving. Like I said, it felt really feminine.
Okay.
Or I said earlier, but like so it felt really feminine and loving, but it was like super intense. It was like there's like a Jurassic Park where like everyone's like walking on there's a scene where they're walking like they think they're in like a forest or it's like all foggy and shit, and then they realize they're actually walking on the dinosaur. So the dinosaur like wakes up, and they're like, that's how it felt. Like I'm like, oh, I'm actually like surrounded, and it was like everything just looked at me, and I was just like, but it was very like love. It was just like
Did it help like Severo was there, or was it like if you were on your own, it's still?
I was in my tent, and then because I was like trying to change or something.
yeah.
And then I just kind of like went into this vortex or something, and all of a sudden I
Just-
saw it,
just
and I was just like, ah! And
You
I
guys were
popped
there
back
too.
out.
But yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
But yeah, so I popped out. Yeah, no, it was like super terrifying, but then like really like calming like at the end.
Okay.
And I've got that one or two other times like smoking DMT, which is like they call it the God
So
molecule.
that's one reason I don't like smoking weed, because the last time I did smoke weed, it felt like that. I felt
know.
like deja vu. I would watch a music video and I was like, I just saw this music video. So I was like, did I just see it and I'm back in time, or am I in the future? And then I get in my head and I'm like freaking the fuck out.
I think it's because you
I
always
was
watch the
like,
same Katy Perry music video.
Probably true.
It was Justin Bieber, but no, but that actually makes a lot of sense. I mean, okay, so think, who else do you guys know that has unconditional love and is nurturing to you,
Unconditional love.
and is always nurturing?
You can't say your teddy bear.
My dog Luna.
Luna, really? I would say that to you. But your
Dogs
mom,
are-
your
dogs
mom,
Yeah,
your
that's
mom,
what I
your
was
mom,
saying, your mom.
right? So that's why when you were saying that, like it was a feminine thing, I was like, that makes sense right now. Like, yeah,
Yeah,
like if the higher being would be like a feminine vibe and nurturing everything, like that would feel like
Yeah.
a mother's love, unconditional. Like I will give up my life for you. That actually makes sense.
So when you like say to somebody, your mom's a dog, it's actually like a really good thing because it's unconditional love, right?
I like
Well,
that's
God, that joke did
Dave
not
Chappelle-
make
Dave
sense.
Chappelle said
I mean,
himself, man.
what is
The
it?
dogs are loved unconditionally.
Thank you.
Okay, so the
Thank
word,
you.
So the word
Oh,
God.
you guys need to drink more so I'm funnier.
So the word God. That's already like a thing. People think God and they think God.
They think
But
of their own
everybody's
God.
Yeah.
Interpretation.
Yeah.
No, you're
God.
Yeah, like
It could be anything. So God could be to me, my family. God to you could be the spiritual. God to Jesse, it could be Jesus Christ.
Mm.
God to you. So that word God is like has that power, right?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I obviously you have like how many religions in the world? Like so
Yeah.
many, and that all of their gods are different, but they very well could be all part of the same thing.
Yeah.
And everybody has different takes on this.
Dude, we should start a religion.
I'm down. I'm down.
Financially, it's fucking pretty damn good.
I grew up in a cult, so I know a lot of the ins and
Honestly, I
outs
thought we
of
were gonna
how
open a
to-
bar before we fucking started religion.
Dude, what?
We could like literally we could get tithing from people like every month.
Yeah,
Oh, there's no taxes in that shit too, bro.
that is true.
Yeah.
That's, dude, that's like
Have you seen these churches they're building?
They're-
Like, where's the money coming from for these churches?
dude, it's tithing
And where's it going?
to the buildings and the
And whoever started the religion.
Yeah.
It's not only starting the religion, but it's starting like opening up a church.
Yeah.
It seems to be more of a business now.
It
is. It is.
Well, not now,
Yes,
but
it's
it's
dude,
always been.
Jesse's wheels are turning like we could.
No, I know.
So you need a small part.
He's
You need a small part.
we could do this.
But did you,
Let's
you guys
take a pee
heard of,
break.
like,
Let's take a pee break.
Scientology, right?
Yeah, no, I was just gonna say that. Yeah,
Bro, was it like
Actually, I'm not familiar with it. What
a
is it?
couple years ago?
Scientology?
this guy's still
Lupa
alive.
Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
Lupa Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
A couple years ago, I came across this and I was like, this shit exists. Like,
What is Scientology?
Their belief is
That's actually
about
just-
aliens.
I don't know about aliens, but what I learned,
I'm trying to
you
get
know,
out of the show.
it's just a group of people that are just they're savages towards each other, is what I understood. Like, it's all about rules. And-
Scientology?
And yeah, like certain, you have to be
Sounds like bad guy.
very obedient to a certain belief.
That is
I
very
really,
true.
I didn't really dive too deep into it. There's a documentary out there and a couple shows.
Dude, the documentaries.
Wow.
I watched one that was about 2
Wow.
hours, so you're only getting about 2 hours worth of knowledge that I
It
absorbed.
would be better if, like, I don't know what the fuck Scientology is.
Yeah.
It's
Dude, it's like
it's just crazy. Basically, what I'm saying is check it out for yourself because I don't want to like portray my opinion. If you have
No, but that's what this show
No,
is.
no, yeah, I'm asking.
This is all about your opinions. Like your opinions.
So
this
what
is
is
I got.
what is the
you
type
are
of
not allowed to speak
Scientology?
unless you are factual.
No, I'm just kidding.
I don't
What
know
is the actual word Scientology? What is the
where it
definition?
comes
of
from.
Oh no, it's I don't know why they call it that, but L. Ron Hubbard, I think he might not be alive anymore.
He's
but-
dead. Yeah.
Yeah, but he was a science fiction writer.
Yep.
And he would even talk about, he's like, dude, the best way to make money is to start a religion, like in his early days. So then he started a religion. And then he actually convinced all these like celebrities and like other, not just celebrities, but to start following him. And it's all about like,
It's based on science fiction.
you have, yeah, it's based on science
Yeah.
fiction.
About
There's, like,
aliens
other-
and all that
yeah,
shit, yeah.
planets, and then you get your own planet when you die, and blah blah blah. But then there's levels of the church based on how much you give and stuff.
Which again, like all those preachers that are
Is it-
Dude,
That's one of the
the
newer
shows
big
that
religions.
donate and you'll get to this level when you get to.
That's a tax write-off.
And that's
Yeah.
what to me. Okay, so here in the West, you know, we like the evangelists, whatever they call them, they have that shit, and it's very common, right? Donate, and you'll get to this level, and this and that, and this and that. But then, like the same people will like dog on the people on the Middle East, you know, like because they believe in these levels as well. You know, you have to get to this level to get to Allah or whatever, and this and that. But it's it's the same shit. You know, you could just call your God different, you know, but it's the same shit. So we have more in common than uncommon. So I'm like, dude, you know what? As long as you're a good person, you have a good heart, you're good.
Yeah. There's this guy, I've been reading a bit about Buddhism. And, yeah, of course. Buddhism is more like,
You're not in the podcast.
they don't really believe in God. Oh, and this is, again, me talking on my ass. This is my limited knowledge of Buddhism. But,
Ooh, that's another huge religion.
but
Yeah.
Buddhism is not really about God. It's about living,
Your
a
best life.
present life. And, so there's like,
Hashtag living your best life.
yeah. But,
they
like-
were the ones.
like
they
a
were the
lot-
first.
yeah, a lot of people
Are
spend
you for
time.
real? Because he's like, yeah, oh yeah.
I mean,
and you're like, yep.
in reality, that's what it was. But
They're
they
the
just
first
never-
ones to create
they never
hashtags.
like they never coined it, but yeah, they've been doing that forever. Hashtag living your best life, Buddha. That's
Well,
it.
One of the things
So we
they
gotta start
do,
doing that. Hashtag living your best life, Buddha.
hashtag Buddha.
Hashtag Buddha.
So one of the things they say is like one of the causes of unhappiness or like pain and suffering is desire. So they would like focus on like getting rid of desire, because if you're like, oh, I want this and this and this, then you either never get it and so you're pissed, or you get it and then you still want something more, so you're still like not satisfied. So that's one of their like tenets. But then another one that I really like is like, you don't spend time in the past or the future. Like the present moment is like where peace and harmony is. So,
it's crazy because the other day, like I was talking to Cameron, because we're trying to go to Vegas and stuff, and it was crunch time, and it was probably like 2 weeks, and we're like, dude, we haven't found a place, and I was like, I wasn't worried because in my mind I had Plan B, Plan C, Plan D, Plan E being like getting an Airbnb, or a hotel, And he was telling me, I'm kind of like freaking out. I'm like, dude, you're all right. We'll be fine. And what happens? We got the best place. And when he told me, we got it, like, dude, fuck yeah. I told him, like, bro, it'll work itself out. Like, just, we'll be fine. And he's like, yeah, you're right. It just works itself out.
Yeah.
And everything does. It will. There you go.
It's
I believe in karma. So
yeah. Well, and it's also crazy too, because with that kind of belief structure, there's like some guys that I learned from. There's this guy Eckhart Tolle's the book called The Power of Now, but like they will reference other spiritual leaders, and not in a bad way, in a good way. Like so, like
take something from
he'll be like, the Buddha says this, and he's like, even Jesus says the kingdom of heaven is at hand, which is in the Bible. And we always were taught, we're about to have the last days and all like the judgment, and we go to heaven. And he's like, no, the kingdom of heaven is in the present. So he's like, that's where the kingdom of heaven is. And I was just like, what?
And that's what I'm saying. Like, to me, for a lot of reasons, I'm like, I want to live in the present. I want to live my best life, not like by cheating people or stealing anything like that. I want to live my best life to make my soul pure and good. And I think you have to do that in life to put miles on your soul, but good miles, right? Yeah. So when you die, you have a pure soul because you've done so much good in your life, And to me, that's the way I live my life. I've met all you guys in different situations, in different levels of my life, and I love the fact that we're all here right now. And I know you guys have great souls, and we're all gonna continue from this, and we're all gonna go our separate lives. But I know you guys are gonna be great, And we're gonna meet each other again. Not I'm saying that we're gonna die, but I'm saying eventually we're all gonna meet up at the same place because we're all getting there, So. That's what it is.
What I like is like when Severo and I met, we used to fuck, and now we can just be really like close homies.
that same place that you're talking about?
He was bottom.
That same place that you're talking about though is where this is what I love about podcasts, because I'm gonna poke at it. That same place that we're talking about, who can prove that exists?
Nobody.
Yeah.
But that's
why we go 6 feet under.
That's what I mean. So, for example, like this, like how can you prove that you love your daughter?
How can I prove?
Exactly. How can you prove that you love your daughter? That's the thing. I know you believe it, and I can see it in your eyes. You love your daughters, and you would lay down your life for them.
Yeah.
And I can see it. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I feel with the way I live my life. I'm living a pure life. I don't want to say pure. I'm living a pure. I live in my.
I've seen your browser history.
Are you getting to the faith thing, like the faith?
No, not in general. I'm just saying in general. Like I'm living the life that I want to live, and I've never cheated people. I've never like did people wrong, and there's people that have done me wrong, and I just say, you know what, you do you now. I'm going this way because I'm trying to live the life of a good person and trying to have good people around me, and that's why I've always like brought the people that have always brought me good energy, like you and you and you, and so many different. I've reached out to all you guys for like different things, in life. Like I've broken down in front of you. I've gotten lost and gotten to you. I've been lost and gotten to you, and there's a lot of shit that I've told you and come up from all you guys, and so that's what it is. Just bring good people to make your soul a better soul. That's what
that I agree. That I agree 100%.
I like that, dude. I heard this thing where this was on another podcast, but this guy was just like, even if you just try prayer or try like thinking of like, oh, so what if there is something more and I want to be a good person because of that, you're still gonna end up living a better life.
Yeah. I think it's humbling.
It's not gonna do you any damage to to pray and be like, man, thank you for this food, or just thank you wherever the fuck you're saying thank you to. It's not going to do any damage to say thank you.
I think in general, just being a humble person, being humble. Yeah, being humble in general is going to just make you a better person, because hey, thank you. Again, you can work your ass off and do all this and that, and I've done that, but I've gotten the best sometimes. Dude, I had a crazy ass day, And I've thought about it. I'm like, man, like if I didn't have my job, I wouldn't have this. I wouldn't have this roof. I wouldn't have the food in my fridge. I wouldn't be able to take these vacations. I wouldn't have the money for like the torch, you know? All this shit, you know what I'm saying?
Thank you for that.
But it's for you, big dog. Chewy! But that's what I'm saying. Like you have to be humble, and I think being humble is a big thing, you know?
Dude, here I thought we were gonna just be talking about like bitches and I'm talking about God. Dude,
Hey, cheers.
To God.
My homie Chewy.
I gotta take a piss. Wanna do a pee break?
Yeah, pee break. Pee break?
We'll be back.
Well, it's 2023.
So what? What does that mean?
That means it's the year after 2022.
Yeah, it means that like evolution, like people evolve. Yeah, back in the day it was like that. It can't be like that now.
This is tricking you. Look at you. You're like twitching. He is. Look at how he's speaking too.
It's because I had 2 girls, bro.
I know you do. And I know you want the best. I want the best for your 2 girls too. They're great girls. Trust me. I'm not. I never step in. I never step in on how you raise your children, and I don't ever want you to think that I am.
One of my best friends, bro. Hell yeah. So I know that.
But
it's always fun.
Josh brought something up. And
So,
I just
because
replied.
we're popping back in because we just turned back on, but we were talking about like the just relationships and like there wasn't boyfriend girlfriend.
Yeah.
There was like you were
You said
saying
you didn't like the term boyfriend and girlfriend because it kind of reminds
Or
you.
boyfriend and boyfriend, bro.
to me it implies and it's only because of the narrative of like the U.S. somewhat still religious culture. If you say boyfriend, you over like, oh, this is a person that you are considering for marriage, or you're getting closer and closer.
Right.
It's just you two, and I'm not a monogamous person, so I'm like, I don't like the term boyfriend because it implies monogamy and it implies, oh, I'm leading towards marriage, and that's not for me. So that's why I don't like it. Like, not for everyone, but I don't like it for myself because I'm trying to figure out there's like a different level of like terminology. Like,
Have you told her? Have you asked her this? Have you literally had this conversation with her?
oh, we talk about it all the time. Yeah.
All of that.
That's why it works.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why it works for them.
Yeah, and I mean, like, there's I guess there's always like levels of like there's like the poly community. I fucking hate that shit.
What the fuck is that even?
It's just like multiple loves. I just hate like a lot of the terminology. They're like, oh, here, like
Where does that come from? I'm not like.
Poly means more than one,
Right,
and
but-
mono means one. So
Where did they get this idea from?
The 1400s,
yeah, there's so that's what you were saying is
1500s.
That's monogamy. That's monogamy.
no, but there's still cultures today, like like in Africa and also the Middle East, that the man has multiple girls, and then there's also
But not
cultures.
just any man.
Yeah,
It's
man
normally,
with power.
yeah, normally it is, yeah.
Yes.
But then there's also tribal cultures where it's like a community of like 200 people, and like everyone raises everyone's kids, and there's no monogamy. Like there's always like a shared. Not to say that everyone's having orgies all the time,
Right,
but
yeah.
yeah.
It's
So there are
different,
all of
yeah.
these different ways of doing things, but we
So-
are taught that like, oh, it's always been
Well,
one
it's here in the
way.
West. Hands down, it's here in the West. And not just when we say West, obviously we think of the United States, but even in Mexico, like in Mexico, it's very very like 98% Catholic,
Mhm.
and that's why a lot of the Mexicans have the same point of view as Republicans because it's like family
Sure.
oriented.
Yeah.
You work your ass off. You know, the whole being gay and lesbians taboo
Yeah.
and this and that. So that's why they have like their same views the same. So a lot of Mexicans, hardcore Mexicans are.
And you guys all like walls on the South as well.
Yes, we
Keep
love
all
Walls.
that
I mean, we
South
love jumping.
America.
You know, we love jumping.
Yeah.
but and being real though, like Mexicans were here first. So,
That is true.
Yeah, and that's the
Those
thing.
are facts.
Like and being here,
Based
but
on
so
history.
it's called
God
America.
put them right there, right?
So North America is
No,
Canada,
bro, they
the
established
U.S. and Mexico. That's
Yeah.
North America. And there's
Conquer.
South America,
Mm-hmm.
and that's why the South Americans are like, dude, we hate Americans because we're American. Like, bitch, I'm American too. I'm in South America, but I'm fucking American too.
Yeah, for sure.
That and Ivan was telling me about that. He's like, dude, like over there when you go to Colombia, like they don't like Americans because like we're American. Motherfucker, I'm American too. You know,
Mm-hmm.
we're South America, you're North America.
Yeah.
What gives you the right to call yourself American?
When I travel, I always say I'm from the U.S. Like just because I know other people get a little, you know.
Dude, when I'm
I'm
traveling, I'm
American.
gonna be like, oh, I'm Mexico.
What does that mean?
Yeah.
I'm
American is this
Yeah.
long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't it crazy that like the United States, why are we the ones that like have to be different from the whole world?
Dude, we're teenagers.
It's a world leader. So the U.S. is a world leader.
We're a fucking cocky teenager that's about
Yes.
to get our ass.
And it's very this
We gotta
country is
wait for
very
the
young.
The way you put it,
It's very this country this country is very young.
What,
So,
like
as-
250, 260.
That's what I'm saying. So even where we're at now, how far we've gotten in technology and economy and whatever, world dominance and power, this country has done a lot, and I'm grateful that I'm here, and I thank God that I am here. My parents struggled, and we're all here. But at the same time, yes, it's a fucking common teenager that needs to be
And
right.
there's a world out there, bro. There's like a whole fucking world out there
Yes.
that America. It's beautiful because I'm
Yeah.
here now. I'm American, but like, if I had financial freedom, I would leave. I'd be gone.
Yeah.
I would leave immediately. I'd go to like Europe. I'd go to China. I'd go like somewhere else because you're right. We are young as a country. We are young.
Have any of you guys done those DNA tests to see where like
No.
you're? I'm
I mean,
curious.
they already have my DNA, but
I mean, I came on a plate, but I don't know if I've tested it to find out.
I haven't.
I'm curious.
there's certain forensic analysts out there that could probably bring that DNA back to life if it's been 10 years. it's still on that plate.
Oh no.
Have you done it?
No. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure I'm probably gonna be. Well,
I think it's fake, but
So I'm from Oaxaca, right? And Oaxaca, like my family still speaks the dialect Zapoteco, which is the dialect of the natives, and the natives date back from the Aztec. So that's way back that they go, even before
Yeah.
the United States was a thing. That they go far back. That's how far back it goes. And my family still speaks that. You know what I'm saying? So I think that my DNA will show that I'm very, very like 90% whatever South American, whatever culture they'll call it. But the fact that I have my last name being Hernandez Garcia, that's like two predominantly Spanish last names. So that's something I've always been curious. And plus, look at me, bro. I'm like really dark. I'm short, like straight hair. That's very native, So I'm always curious, like, the fuck am I?
Yeah. Check it out. Do a 23andMe.
I've been curious.
Me
See what it comes up.
too. Me too. Yeah.
Yeah, I think traveling is really good for people.
Yeah.
Not just like going to your favorite spot, Hawaii or
Right.
Cabo, but like just getting to different exactly
Different cultures.
And the more you do it, the more you're like, oh, like I thought I was so right on this, and I feel like I'm better at it now because I had to open all these boxes because I grew up in this like culty Christian community, and then I was just like, oh, I stepped outside that little box, and like now I know the answers, and then I'm like, oh wait, no, I just got out of another box, and you go to another like country, and then they're like, oh, we do it this way. Why do you guys do it this way? You're like, well, because it's right. And then you're like, no, we like it this way. You're like, oh, I could do it that way.
It's just, yeah.
And dude, that's what I'm looking forward to when I'm leaving now to Vegas. It's a whole different thing, living life different, doing things different. It's a bigger city. Yeah, it's a city, but it's different people. You know what I'm saying? Different people, different things, and just growing and growing and growing.
Dude, I did want to ask you about this.
There's a big
It's
world.
just like, how does it? Because the last time that you moved was from Twin Falls, which is when I moved, was about 12 years ago, and I haven't moved in 12 fucking years.
I know.
And when I think about moving somewhere else, it's pretty fucking scary. So I wanted to ask, like, how
So-
you've been thinking about like all this. You're going somewhere that you only know like a couple people,
Yeah.
and then it's also just a new city.
So when I moved from Twin Falls to Boise, I know like maybe like 3-4 people, whatever. But I didn't really kick it with them, And I moved out of here for work, and I just knew I didn't want to be in Twin Falls no more. I just said, hey, I'm leaving. I'm gonna leave. Boom, it happened. I came out here. But within the first 3 weeks, I wanted to move back because I fucking felt homesick. I felt homesick. I missed my family. I missed my friends. I missed the routine that I had, And what I did was that I was like, I'm gonna find a second job, so that way I can like meet other people from the bank, because obviously I look at the bank, but everybody in the bank was like older, their family, and this like I'm a younger guy. And back then I was like 25. 23. I can't remember how it was. And I was like, there's nobody my age. I want to go out and do stuff, you know. And again, nobody was mine. So what I did when I ran into Ryan, I ran into our friend Ryan, who was from Twin Falls, and he worked at Chili's with me. He was a cook, and I was a server. And I ran into him at a bar, and I told him, hey, like, I moved out here. And he said, oh, that's awesome. But I told him I was going to move back because I was not really feeling Boise. He's like, no, stay out here, bro. It's like, come to PF Chang's, come apply at PF Chang's, and like, I'll get you in there, and you'll meet more people. And to be honest, bro, I give a lot of credit to Ryan. Because if it wasn't for Ryan, I was never applied. And so Ryan told me to go apply. So I went, that was like on a Thursday, and I went Saturday, and I met with Jamie. I don't know if you remember Jamie. But yeah, she didn't really even ask me any questions. Hey, how's it going? I'm so-and-so. Okay, cool. What's your schedule like? All right, cool. When can you start? That was the interview. It wasn't even like, no, like Ryan said you're good, coming in. So that's what happened.
To be fair,
my first day at work, my trainer, like the guy that was training me, his name is Cameron. And that's the guy that I'm moving into with in Vegas.
Yeah.
Yes. So that's
the guy that trained you.
Yeah, the guy that trained me at PF Chang's.
Oh,
so I've known Cameron and Josh before I met both of you guys.
Fuck you, Josh.
So that's how it was. And so Cameron trained me, and then I met this guy at PF Chang's, and then we all became friends, you know. And so just things worked out. But anyways, so going back to your point, where your question is, again, now going to Vegas. Again, I felt a little lost and whatever. As far as what am I going to do? But thank God I still have the bank. And again, I pray that I have the job that I have. But again, I thought about the first time when I came to Boise and now I'm going to Vegas. I'm like, you know what? Focus on why you're going there. Focus on being positive. Don't focus on being no friends. Don't focus on being alone. Don't focus on this. You have Cameron. He's going to introduce you people. Even then, like, I'm very social. I'm going to go out and I'm doing this for all the right reasons. And ultimately, I'm just looking forward to the next chapter of my life, you know? Just super looking forward to it.
Dude, so you're Severo, I've known you for a long time. I consider you, Josh, one of my best friends.
What?
You're very structured. You're very structured. Everything has to be A, B, C, D, E, F, G. But you're single. You ain't got no wife. You ain't got no kids.
Yeah, I got nothing. And that's why I can't do the things I can.
Go to fucking New York. Go to fucking Africa. You're going to Vegas.
But that's the thing, though. To me, I have to go, but I have to have security. My job is my security.
Yeah. So you're A, B, C. You have to have everything in place. Like everything has to be in order. Yeah. I love that because that's responsible. That is responsible.
And I think that's why I've gotten to where I'm at because hey, I've always made my parents proud because they have said, hey, like. Don't get into addiction. Don't, have kids out of wedlock. And if you do, take care of them. But work your ass off. Work ethics. They never wanted me to get tattoos.
Yeah, but those scenarios are not in here.
But I'm saying, but they embedded those things in me. That's what pushes me to be who I am. So even now that I'm older, I'm like, dude, if I get a girl knocked up, it is what it is. But I still take precautions to not have kids, because not that I don't want to have kids, but eventually if I do, but I want them with the right person.
Dude, I have a bunch of finger condoms if you want some more.
Yes. Yeah. And then as far as work goes, bro, like I'm always gonna harass as far as work for my parents.
He's almost never late.
Almost never late.
Just today, man. But anyways,
so I have a question. One question. Let's say take responsibility out of the question, just like I said earlier, unlimited funds. You had unlimited funds. Right. Okay, and I hate doing this because scenarios are not real, but what would you do?
Okay, so to be real, if I had unlimited funds, and again, you're going to hate this answer, but if I had unlimited funds, I would still go to the bank and have the bank be my trust, the grantor trustees, and tell them, hey, you guys handle this money. I know I can't handle it. I want a set amount each month for bullshit that I'm gonna do. I need you guys to pay for housing, you need to pay for cars, whatever, cost of living too. But then everything else, it just give me like a set amount, and everything else invested. So that way, that money can become wealth, for generations. But that's the way I think, though.
I just fell asleep.
I know. I know you're gonna hate it. That's the banker. That's the banker side of me.
But what would you do with your time?
Oh, I travel. Absolutely. Yeah. Because that's the thing though, like money.
That's
money
the answer I was looking for, man.
But that's what you didn't ask. You didn't ask the
If you had unlimited funds, what the fuck would you do? I'd be
no. If you said if you can do whatever you want to do, what would you do?
That's literally what he
Try.
said. Unlimited funds. Unlimited funds gives you the ability
Unlimited.
to do whatever you want to do.
whatever you want. Yeah. Everybody's
Yeah.
taking care of your money.
Yeah, basically.
If
your
I could do
situation's
whatever I
unique.
wanted to do, I would travel.
Okay, I have a upgrade to this question. Me and David actually used to talk about this. I really like this question for like first meets or just to make people think. But not only do you have unlimited, like basically money is not an issue.
Yeah.
Like so, anything you choose to do doesn't require money. So either it's unlimited funds or like that's all taken care of.
Yeah.
Put that aside. Now put all of travel aside. So like, because everyone wants to travel, and by all means, it's the best. Like I recommend everyone do it. Like,
Yeah.
It's really awesome.
So
But
big
beyond
world.
travel,
beyond
what
travel,
is like what do you do with your days, your weeks, your months? Like what like
Like think about it.
so if
Every
I-
single day you wake up and
so if okay
part of your single day.
besides giving my family money and having them be good because
yeah, take that
so,
out.
This is just
so
for
what
you,
I would
bro.
do
It's
what
for
I
you.
would do is what I would do is what I'm actually gonna do. Go to Vegas and try to make music, try to pursue my dream. That's what I would do, and that's what I'm doing now.
yeah.
So even though I don't have unlimited funds, I'm still going after it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
That's
hit
what I'm doing.
That's
But you ain't gonna hit me.
if you had unlimited funds,
I would still do what I'm trying to do, man, because
Okay,
that
well,
makes me happy.
Now I want to hear. Like, yeah, we should all answer this because
okay. If I had unlimited funds,
No
unlimited
you're done with traveling.
Yeah.
You're done with
Or you
giving
can
your
ask
family and
others.
friends money.
everything's done. Everything's done. I can't party every single day because that's not a thing.
Right.
You can't do that. I would probably fuck everything that has a vagina.
You are a horny bastard.
Some
dude, female cows have a vagina.
Female cows?
Yeah. So do female
I would
cats.
fuck it. That's fuck it. I would not start a business. I would not start a religion. I would not like donate to what are they called?
Dude, will you be a porn star?
No, hell no.
He's too small.
But you want to fuck all the vaginas, but you don't want to be a porn star.
No, yeah, hell no.
That doesn't compute to me.
So that's your thing. What's yours?
Oh shit!
Unlimited funds.
Unlimited funds.
Everybody's taking
You
care of it.
traveled. Everybody's taken care of.
Yeah.
No care in the world.
No, this is gonna be reality. I'm gonna have about, I think, 300 to 500 acres out in the forest, and have a compound where there's a grass runway and a bunch of Airbnb cabins, like acres away, like 1 acre here, 1 acre there. Have the flying community be able to come in and fly in, Airbnb it, but
What kind of
also,
community?
but also like live out there, like my family, have my family out there, but also open it to certain people that have to apply. You can't just be like flying in and
You know, like a
and
stranger.
shacking upstairs and like lighting fireworks and burning down my forest. You know what I mean? There's got to be rules, and I think that would be a place for me just to kind of like be at peace.
That's your relax.
Are you
Yeah.
are you a pilot? Or are you
I used to fly, yeah.
Okay, I didn't know.
So yeah,
He's trying to buy a plane.
When I was
Oh, yeah.
19, I
Oh,
went
yeah.
for my pilot's license.
Dude, that's dope.
Yeah.
My brother's a pilot.
Yeah, so 48 logged hours is what I've got, and I was 19 when like 22 is when I really stopped flying, and basically because that was a time in my life where my priorities wasn't flying, it was doing other stuff. I was going out, partying, all that. But now it's like, yeah, I want to go back to that because when I was up in the sky, it's no other feeling of just floating there. You got no one else around you. You got a headset on. It's just quiet, and it's just like, okay, cool. So I want to
That's
bring
pretty
that.
cool.
I want
That's
to bring
pretty
that to people, and I think for me, just to be up there, have my family, have my kids, and just
Have
not be so
Have
involved
a
with the
jet,
world.
like you just flying around.
And to
Jet.
me,
No.
to me, that's like the opposite. To me, it's like I want music. I don't want the peace.
I'll
I
have,
want
I'll have
music.
music,
But
but
I'm saying, like, when you said peace, like, for me, like, I want music because the thing is, like, I want music and I want to see people. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, yesterday, when I was putting music, I was putting music and I was watching Lottie. I'm, like, trying to, like, figure out.
see her
What
vibe,
song?
yeah.
And then I change song and I see her lips. If she sings along to a song, I'm like, okay.
That's
She
what
likes the concept. Yes.
Yeah.
So I kind of get a vibe
Right.
because she's the newest person that I've met. Everybody else I know. And even then, like it doesn't matter to me. To me, it's like your bull and your lady, so I want to make sure that she's happy. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like trying to find out, like, okay, what does she like? So I'm looking at her lips. If she's singing along, okay, she likes that. So that's what I do though. But I pay attention. But that's what makes me happy. That if I can amplify, even without them knowing, if I can amplify their situation to where they're like, oh shit, last time I heard the song was on the boat that one day, and the memory comes back. It happened because I did that correlation with that song and that memory. Boom, I put them together. That's what I love.
Let me put it this way too: is you getting that feeling from doing that? Is me getting that feeling from having people fly in and do that because it's.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like,
if
there's nothing going on, that's what I would do.
Here's
that's what I'm trying. And that's what I'm
same feeling.
But here's the best thing, because you said unlimited funds, right? So when I want to get out, I once again I build a team. I build a management team. I have hundreds of employees. I provide jobs for them to take care of the land.
This is the beauty of everybody's dream. And like that to me sounds exhausting. I'm like, what the fuck?
I'm just a manager. I've already built it. Yeah, I put like 5 years, 10 years in working hard, but now I have it. And then now it's like, okay, you know what? Somebody else in Vegas. You know what? I'm gonna go hop in my plane, fly out of my place, and be like, hey babe, I'm going to Vegas real quick. Everything's cool. Call me if you need anything. I'll come back. Or hey, you're coming with me this weekend, and just be like, have the luxury to go to Vegas. Go anywhere, go to South Africa, just.
I love it.
Fly my small plane out of my little compound to a bigger airport where I get into the private jet and then go into wherever I want to go. You know what I mean? Africa, Europe, Egypt, Japan, Vietnam, whatever.
Dude, if I have unlimited funds, I'm just going to hire you to take me all those places. No, that's actually on the picture.
So you see, if he's gonna hire me, then that's how I pay for.
So unlimited funds for you. Unlimited funds for you.
Yeah. So what I like about this question is that you either have already thought about it and you spend some time with that question, and you already know, like, okay, this is like where I'm trying to get in
that's
life,
what you're working towards,
right? Yeah. Or you don't, and you're like, wait, okay, where am I trying to get in life? Like, where do I really want to be? If I, so like it's either one, or it like dials it in. Yeah. So me and David talk about this, but so if I had unlimited funds, already traveled everywhere, I fucking love creating. Like this right here, I love. Like I'm creating this content or creating this like dialogue that I can share with the world. I love doing that shit. But I like making music. Yeah. I like playing shows. I like making videos, if it tickles my creative itch, I really enjoy it. And then recently I have discovered that I really do like to inspire other people. Yeah. So I'm like, if I can take something that I made and show it to a bunch of people, or like show them something that I'm doing, and then being like, dude, that's fucking cool. I want to do that. Take for example a kid. Like I don't really want kids, but I still want kids to be like, dude, I like what that guy's doing. Like, I want to be a drone pilot. I thought about flying my drone today, and those kids are out there, and you're a kid, you're like, whoa, and they're like, I want to get that.
They're inspiring, you're inspiring them to be like, oh, that's cool.
And to be honest, bro, you had an inspiration in me, like I was saying earlier, bro.
Dude, hold on. Can I say something real quick? Yeah. Isn't it fucking beautiful how like we're friends and we all have a different answer to all that?
Yeah.
I fucking love it. I fucking love it.
That's the whole point of this. Everybody has different point of views, and that's why we challenge each other too. And on the real, like we've all like bump heads too,
Yeah.
Which is good. Because nobody's ever perfect, nobody's ever right. There's been shit that I've told you, like, dude, stop your shit.
Oh yeah,
stop it, dude. If somebody told me,
if we don't question each other's decisions, then what?
Yeah, to me,
that's what boys do for each other.
To me, if I can't tell you, like, yo, like, I think you're fucking up, or you shouldn't do that, then I'm not your friend.
Yeah.
I have to be honest with you.
Well, dude, I would say this too, and I've said this to a few other friends, but like, I'm trying, like, I keep going back to like, what am I trying to create right now? And it's definitely this podcast, and so I really like this is like the reinvigoration because I have to keep taking breaks. I'm like, no, dude, this is what I want to do. And I don't know if it's the end goal, but I at least want to build community, build like, whatever. So I'm like, if I work really hard on this is going to get big.
Yeah.
And when people get successful, they get big egos. And I already have an ego. And it's probably only going to get bigger. So it's so good to have people that are your homies. Like, dude, I love you, but you're being a piece of shit right now.
Yeah,
Like,
that's what I say.
come on,
You gotta be
dude.
humble.
Like,
You gotta
you
be
are not
humble, bro.
fucking this guy, blah, blah, blah.
That's
So
the thing,
you
dude.
have those people.
I always want to be humble, and even if I'm not days I'm not humble, like people like, yo, tell me, call me out my shit, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me I'm not being humble. Be humble, because that right there pegs you down where you're like, yo, dude, get grounded.
Your dick is not that big.
No, you know what? I'm gonna disagree with you. Don't be humble.
No, I have to be. For me, I have to be, bro.
You have money. You have money. You have money. Don't be humble.
I have to
You.
be.
This is your world. We just live in it. This is your world. We just live in it. This is your world. We're in your podcast. We just live in it.
It's my world. I'm living in it, but at the same time, I want to be a good person in my world, and I need to be humbled, and I need to be told the truth of when I'm fucking up.
This is a tricky bitch.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
This is a tricky bitch because I actually asked my buddy Tyler. This was like, how do you, if you are reaching for the stars, like, if you have really big goals, like whether it's like a DJ that reaches like thousands if not millions of people, and a guy who builds this like whole empire, or a guy who's literally fucked every girl in the world. If you have these big goals, how do you believe in yourself enough to be like, I can do anything I want, but also still be like, I am nothing? Like, it's this weird like contradiction. I'm still trying to figure this out.
Because
I'm like,
I think at the same time, it's like with anything, like let's say the most successful sports athlete, or let's say boxer, right?
Yeah.
The boxer. They come from the gutter. They have the struggles, but they work their asses off and they kick everybody's ass and they make it. But they have to still keep their mindset like they were in the gutter, because that drive and that fire has to still be in there, But they have to make it. So the thing is, you have to like ignore all the noise.
It can't be
So even if you can be like that top and top,
you can't be
you have
humble.
to ignore that shit.
I'm gonna
stay humble.
I'm
always gonna stay humble.
I'm proud of you. You making a decision to go to Vegas. He made a decision 3 years ago to start his own business.
Yeah, dude, I pushed him.
Dude, it's only been three. Dude, that's crazy.
I told this guy, like,
Josh made a fucking decision to fucking quit his job, and
I told this guy too for a long time, dude, do the fucking
don't be humble.
do the fucking podcast.
You the man.
Just get it.
You
Just
the
go
man.
after it.
Yeah.
Be
What's
a
it called?
savage.
So there is this level. So like we all have to fucking believe in ourselves. But when we get there, we can't be assholes to everyone else because they did it. And we can't be like, oh no, I'm better than you because I got here and you didn't. So you have to have that humility, but also still have that belief in self where like, I can do it. And it is like, I'm still not even.
To me, the best compliment is when you, like you were saying earlier, the best compliment is when you make an impression on somebody. Like, yo, I like that. I want to do what he did. Like, I don't want to say role model, but it's like, I want to do that. And you make that impression. So to me, that is the biggest compliment.
You don't have to call me a role model, just call me dad.
You, bro.
Oh, is that cockiness we're talking about?
Yes, that is what I'm talking about.
I think I got that piss.
Snoop Dogg. Get behind him. That's one of the biggest things why, like, I never be humble, because I know I'm in my surroundings. I know I'm around Josh. I know that I'm around you. If I need to be humble around somebody, oh, I have this. You do not need to be in my life. Does that make sense?
No, I don't think he means it that way. Like being humble, like that. I have this. I have this. I mean, humble. What the fuck does that even mean? Like, just be a good person.
Yeah.
But when it comes down to business, take care of business.
Yeah.
I've always been humble.
So I think you guys are disconnecting a bit on like the definition of what humility is, potentially.
Host, show
Um,
us.
so
I'm already in trouble anyways.
if you are,
You're not in trouble, bro.
well, all I'm saying is I'm hearing different ideas about what it is.
I think
Because-
your definition is
Yeah.
Because
Mine's fucked
I
up.
like what like Snoop's saying in that video, because if you level up, you try your best to get all of your people to level up. You don't say, I'm up here, so fuck you. You're like, dude, how can I help you get up? But if you do have people that keep dragging you down, they're like, no, like down here, then you leave them behind.
Yeah.
That's not against humility.
No.
You're just like, I'm just thankful that I'm still here. I think humility is a lot of gratitude and thankful for
Like
who you are.
like with us right now, like in the present day, like right now, we actually push each other up. Like, hey, you need a job, I'll help you out. Like, hey, you need this, boom, I'll help you out. You know, we do that. We're pushing each other up. You know,
And for
so yeah,
example,
that's the same thing.
like when Eric calls me or I call you, be like, hey, I got a quick job, bro. Come. It's basically, I see like, hey, come hang out for a couple hours. You're gonna make some money. It's gonna be cool. You might sweat your ass off. You might not. We're helping each other out to get up. Like, hey,
Pushing each
come
other
get
up.
some of this.
But that's different. That's different than being humble.
Okay, so humble is being. What's the definition of humble?
So okay, so to me, humble is being
What
in my
is-
mind. Okay, so again, this is my definition. So my definition of being humble is like you don't have a big head. You know, like even though I have this much money or I have this success, whatever, I'm gonna belittle people. You know, no.
No, yeah, you don't.
One of the
go
biggest
out,
turnoffs for me is when I go somewhere and the person I'm with is an asshole to the server because I've been a server and it's like, dude, why are you being an asshole to me? Like I'm bringing you food and taking your order, but you don't have to be a fucking dick. You
You're
know?
looking down.
Yeah,
you're
like
looking down
you
on
see
people.
them as less than you. That to me is the biggest fucking turnoff, and I would never want to be that. To me, being humble is not to do that. Whether it's an office, whether it's with somebody else, whatever, just in life in general, you know, like being
You have to be humble
don't do
like
that.
towards like not our friends, right? Not our friends,
No,
No, you
we're not
gotta be a
humble.
dick to your friends for sure.
right?
Yeah.
we always talking shit to you though. So.
No, that's so.
Going back, hold on, going back on the whole server and the humble thing.
I found that definition by the way. So.
Yeah, going back to that, it also the way I think about life and the way I pursue. Like, if I was a server, yeah, do I like being a server? Yes, it's fun. It's got its good days. It's got its bad days.
Okay.
Some guys are fucking assholes because I've been in the retail business, you know, and I've been. I wouldn't say the worst part of it, but I've been like in the down end where I used to manage a pawn shop, and I get people that are like really down and they need money.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? That's like when like going back to humble and you got to kind of hear out their story and you feel bad. But going back to the whole server thing, yeah, it sucks. You have those bad days. You have those entitled assholes. I will admit that, you know, they're pricks, they're dicks. But at the same time, what part of your life are you in? How old are you? And if you don't like it, do something to change it.
Yeah.
You know, like, and also don't let other people like get to you as hard as far as like.
I totally agree with what you're saying, and I live that way, the same way. Like even at the bank now, like there's days that people come in, they're stressed the fuck out, they're assholes. But I don't take it
Because
personally.
you're dealing
I
with their money.
I don't take it personally. I don't.
Right.
I don't take it personally. But what I'm saying is, as the person being served,
Mhm.
as the person being served, as the person being served, I'm not gonna belittle somebody.
Right.
And again, like there's days, there's you guys have seen it. There's times where I'm like in a dark place and I'm just like step away because I kind of figure my shit out. Or there's days that I have bad days. I just want to talk to nobody because I don't want to be an asshole to you guys because you guys are my boys. And I would never want to be like say some shit that I fucking regret or say some shit that I'm like, dude, I'm so sorry I said that shit because I fucked up. You know,
No,
that's it. But that's what I'm saying. Like that's who I am. You know, like
Well, again, that's
how
who you are.
That's it.
But
That's
we're
how you are.
talking about the whole like generality of being
But
out there.
if you were in
Right,
that
right.
scenario, you better fucking be inappropriate, mad, whatever. You're in a bad mood. Fuck you, Eric. I don't want to talk to you right now. Fuck you, Jesse. Whatever. That scenario.
right. But I'm not like that.
What's the definition?
Okay, let me look up the definition.
I think I have it.
Having or showing a modest or low estimate of one's own importance.
That's pretty good. That's tough because okay, so I've struggled with this because I thought I was gonna be a lifetime bartender, and I still might. Like, what if I don't make it and I go back to the bar? But I like the bar. I like bartending.
Well, I mean, there's nothing wrong
And you
with that.
can actually
It's
and
cool.
you can stack the cash.
Mm-hmm.
You can still retire. And so if I have some asshole that is being like, well, why don't you like make something of yourself and whatever? So I'm like, fuck, dude, like shut the fuck up. So he's not being like. So what I think, I'm like, there are people like my middle sister Tara. She in some ways I'm a bit jealous, but she doesn't have a lot of ambition to do something like crazy great. She lives in this double wide on this farm, and she's raising her kids, and she loves it.
It's beautiful.
And she doesn't want to. She barely wants to go anywhere. And I'm like, aren't you gonna make something of yourself? She's like, I'm chilling.
That's her life.
Yeah.
Her
So
That's
I
her
think that somebody who's not humble then looks at somebody like that and they're like, like they're beneath me. But I'm like, so humility would be like recognizing that we are all like still just these minute specks on this minute speck of a planet and this big thing, and then treating each other as equals and whatever. And then the issue I have is like with too much humility is be like, I don't mean anything. And I'm like, no, motherfucker, I do mean something. I am gonna do something. So that's where like I had like these are the dualities. So I'm like, no, I can accomplish anything I fucking want. I'm gonna fucking like race to the top.
That's maybe like
So
that level where like, you have that drive and that humility. You gotta fight it.
Where does it come from?
I don't know.
Where has it been taught?
So to me, it's like the world can see my drive, and based on what I'm at in life, they can see that I have drive. But in my mind and my heart, I'm always gonna be humble and have that humility. That's the way.
I have one statement. So you talked about your sister, right? That's probably the only stress or the humility or effort or energy that I would want to put.
Yeah.
Is my 3 sisters and my parents. That's it. I don't worry about these guys. It's energy that I don't even worry about.
You don't need to.
Yeah.
I don't worry about you.
Yeah. So
I kind of worry about you, but I don't that much. But you need a good shit, bro. You got it.
You being a bartender or something?
No, I don't worry about you, bro.
I'll tell you if you are.
No, I don't.
So that is energy unnecessary that I do not need. It goes through your head.
Mm.
Somebody tells me something, I'm like, okay, you're in my life? No. Okay, I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
One thing you said.
Yeah.
So, the humility thing, you were by your sister, and her living in a trailer. She's in her peace, but you're like, I'm worried about my sister. I'm worried about my sister. That's good. That is good right there, because that is a person that is in your circle that's gonna like, you're worried about her. That's a good stress.
I'm not worried about her.
Not worried about her.
You said you were. You just.
No, I said I'm envious of her. I'm
You didn't
jealous.
say
of her.
envious.
Did
Oh,
I say
no, you
jealous
didn't
or
say that.
envious?
You said
Jealous.
jealous.
I said in some ways I'm jealous. I love that pause. I was
Why
like,
would you be jealous?
what did I say? Because there is a certain type of person that is very okay with just like a very simple life. I have my double wide. I have my kids. I have this little plot of land, or like I'm happy being a dishwasher. I've seen dishwashers in my life
There's
being
nothing
happy.
wrong with that.
I can't do that
Me neither.
because that would make me unfulfilled, and so I'm jealous of a person like
Right.
that
That can like
who is can just
Yeah,
like it's like a
like,
cat,
you're
like I'm jealous of Russell. He can laugh
Like with you,
all
like
day
when
and be
I
happy.
think about you and Erica, I'll be like, man, I make fun of this guy all the time, but at the same time, like I'm jealous that you and Erica found each other so young, and you guys have more of a life together versus me. I'm already 35. If I was to meet the woman I'm supposed to marry like tomorrow and get her pregnant, besides being the biggest slut that I got pregnant on the first night,
I tell you this
I'm
100%.
still gonna be
All those fingers
I
tell you this 100%. That I married up. I'm
You
a
did.
douche. I'm a fucking idiot.
That is the way to go.
Yeah, I am an idiot. I married up, and I just got lucky, bro. She deals with
But and
I get it.
I'll give you shit because it's you, But being real, bro, like you are a good dude, bro. You're a good catch. You're so down for your kids and your wife, and you are generally a good friend. You have your downs and like you're Mitch. That's what we call you, Mitch.
I drink a lot.
but you are generally a good dude, man. So I mean, yes, keep that in mind. Always tell yourself that you married up, so that way you can always be that way. But know that yes,
Don't be jealous.
don't
be jealous of
catch
this guy.
I like it.
Don't be jealous of this guy.
Here's another thing. But speaking of humility, I follow this guy Gary V. And
Yeah,
you know
Gary V.
him? Okay, so he's like a hard worker. He's inspiration to me. He's like one
How
of
long
my
ago have you been?
a couple of years.
Couple of
He's on my vision board. I'm in a podcast with Gary V.
Yeah.
I have like a picture of me and Gary V podcasting together.
You did?
I have my vision. Dude,
Oh, you got a
side
vision.
note. Side note. I have a vision board.
Let's go meet him, bro.
I've
Let's
only
go make
ever
it happen.
I've only ever done a vision board for the first time in my life. wife last year.
Let's go fly out there. I'll go with you.
100%.
So we'll play.
I'm being for real.
Dude,
Let's
okay,
go.
so he's on my top 2 people to podcast with, and I put my vision board in front of my shitter. So every time I'm at the shitter,
You're gonna tell him this, bro. You're gonna tell him this. You're gonna be like, Gary Vee, every time that's shit, bro.
But okay, so one of the things he says, which is really dope, is like he's a grinder. He's worked so hard. He's all this stuff. But if you actually if he says this all the time, he's like, I'm still really lucky. I'm lucky for the parents I had to make me who I am.
I think that's
I'm
very
lucky
important.
to be brought here.
That is a sign of humility.
Here. That's what I mean. That's
being
that's
humble.
So even though you're like, dude, I did work hard, did this, but at the same time,
I'm
still so blessed to be here and to have these friends. It's like I'm lucky to have worked at P.F. Chang's, to meet Severo, to then meet you guys, like else I wouldn't have.
Well, I wouldn't call it
like I
luck.
wouldn't hang out with Mexicans if it wasn't for him. Just kidding.
I wouldn't call it luck. It was,
Okay,
it
so
was a choice you
blessing.
made.
But all I'm saying is but just saying thank you.
Right.
You know, just being like, I'm so thankful that
Whether
I
it's
got that I
destiny
worked
or
at
luck
P.F.
or
Chang.
whatever.
Yeah, that luck is a bad word. You're right. But like, I'm thankful that I chose to work there when I did and he did, and then I met you guys. You know, like so every like blessing in your life, you're just like, thank you for that, instead of being like, I deserve this. So that's a bit of humility, I think, that like anyone could take.
That's the way I feel as well. You know.
I see that.
Yeah, you were looking up. You're like, I married up. You're like, dude, so there's a bit of humility. You know, instead of being like, I was the coolest fucking
she married
guy
me because I'm a bad.
what's Amsterdam?
But that's humility. Right?
What was that place? Not Amsterdam, but where you met? The bar that was before Amsterdam.
Bistro.
Yeah.
That's
I was the coolest guy, Main Street Bistro, and I just, I was so hot, and so she knew me, like, she obviously wanted to talk to me, and blah, blah, blah. Instead of taking that attitude.
You're gonna edit this, right? You're gonna edit that?
No, this is live.
It's all going in, bro.
Bro, that's on TikTok right now.
But
Just kidding.
that's me being nice to my wife.
Yeah, that's what you should do.
No, she married up.
Now he's got to take it.
I'm not editing that out.
No. Yeah, there you go. That's good.
married
You're
up.
right. You're right. She did.
Yeah, you should. I think you should somehow figure out a way to carry both things at the same time, and that's a tricky bitch.
That is
But
true.
to be like,
Yeah.
I am worthy of all the love, and I am like getting better and better every day, and I'm gonna conquer the world. And also, I'm so thankful that I met this other person, and I'm so thankful that I got this and I have this opportunity. Like, so if you can carry those two, I think you can get a little bit of confidence and a little humility at the same time. Maybe.
Yeah,
There you go.
I agree.
Use that medium.
I agree to an extent. I guess I don't understand the definition of humility. Then that's probably my thing. I don't understand it then, like 100%.
Yeah.
Bro, you've been doing just fine.
You feel it. You've done it. You just haven't identified it. But
What you need to do
show
is
it.
take some mushrooms at our next camping trip and
Yes.
see God, and then you'll get it.
God's not real. But yes, I agree. I understand. It's one of those things where like we all have our own opinions, and I believe certain things. You guys believe certain things. Everybody has their things. I'm not.
Oh, he's there.
You're like, hey, climax.
One of the other, here's another way to look at it is like zooming out. So like if you're like, I'm the shit, like say you're really cocky or that cocky motherfucker, I'm the shit. Say you are the richest man on earth. Say you're fucking Zuck or whoever the guy is right now, Bezos. You're like, I'm the shit. Like I created this, blah, 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 blah. If you zoom out and you like fast forward 1,000 years, nobody will remember him. So like, are you really the shit? Or were you just like, you had this brief moment of time? And then if you zoom out Earth-wise, say there's other aliens, and they're all like, what if, I don't know if you watch Star Wars, but what if we're that little planet way off and we're like the Ewoks? Yeah. You're the coolest guy in the Ewok planet? I'm like, are you really gonna be cocky right now?
Well, but they don't know that.
But I get.
Right.
But
Like, you also look at the history books.
Yeah, but I guess at the same time, when you say something like that, it's like, okay, you're gonna measure it based on what ifs or based on this. the grand scheme of life and aliens and stuff.
It's what's
But
documented.
like again, it's like it's your life. It like you were saying earlier, it's your life. You do. But yeah, so in my life, I am the badass, you know. And yes, you can like push that out to where like you're a Zuckerberg and you're like, dude, this is my fucking life. I control like fucking the biggest platform on social media, which is very true.
Yeah.
Yes, and then maybe in 1,000 years we won't remember him, but in his moment, in his time, he was. He doesn't give a fuck after, you know.
Yeah.
Some people care, some people don't. But like, for Genghis Khan, like how
He
long was
impregnated-
Genghis Khan?
He
And we
impregnated a lot
still,
of
we
women,
still
bro.
know who the fuck he is.
Yeah.
Julius
That is true.
Caesar.
There are
We
few names
know
that do.
who Julius
That is
Caesar
true.
is. How long has that been? You know?
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still the duality, I think. Like, you have to somehow carry a level of compassion for your common man, woman, you know, like whatever, but also have the belief in self. And sometimes, I don't know how to, like,
I have a question.
those two.
So we're all badasses. You guys are successful men. Are we gonna make an impact?
Trying to.
I'm trying to, but
I'm for sure.
Trying to make an impact in the people that I'm surrounded by. Yeah. Because you guys are making make an impact on me, so.
Are you gonna make an impact?
I already have.
Attaboy.
Yeah, in a way.
That's my
Josh,
yeah.
impact.
Yeah, and I've heard that, like, dude, even if you just make an impact on, like, 2 people or 1 person, and then that person influences a generation, you were, like, you know, it's like you were the
You're the
seed
catalyst.
that then, you know, like, maybe you just impact that 1 person. Because some people get a little in their head, like, fuck, I haven't done enough. I haven't helped enough people, but
Yeah.
maybe you just help that 1 person. Yeah. Then.
That's to me
Blast
like
out.
that's one thing like for like my niece, my nephew, like I try to be for them as much as I can and give them the best advice and tell them like, do this, that, because I know again, maybe I didn't make it and maybe I won't make it like, but I know that if I can give them as much love and support and if they can, then I help them.
Yeah.
So, like with you and your girls. For example, like yeah. Like,
Oh yeah, I'm raised in Queens. They're gonna dominate the world. I'm hoping.
There
I
you
think,
go,
yeah,
bro.
it's quick.
As you roll your eyes, y'all didn't see that, but after you said that, like, come on. What are you doing?
No
to
one
make
can
that
see him.
happen?
He's off camera.
Hey, so you guys talked about that Asian guy, the ruler. What was it?
Genghis Khan.
Genghis Khan.
What's the other guy? The guy from Greece?
Jackie Chan.
No,
He's
from Greece.
Jackie Chan.
John Travolta.
Zeus. Or not Zeus.
What?
I don't even
From
think
Greece?
you know what you're talking
Greece.
about.
John Travolta.
No, not the movie Grease.
Oh,
Caesar.
yeah, Julius Caesar.
You see what I'm saying? We're like, damn,
Alright.
I gotta go down to Severo's level and be like, bro, he's not talking about movies.
Okay. So think about those guys. Caesar. Think about who's the Mexican guy that's very famous? Like very famous. Back in the day.
Antonio Banderas, you want me to get down there?
That's not even Mexican. Bro.
I know.
That's Benito Juarez.
Benito Juarez. In China, let's think of. Oh no, in England, the King Arthur.
Anyways, where are you going with this?
Okay.
When I'm going to this is, do you think those guys were fucking humble?
In a way, with their actions, yeah, with what they did, because if they were kings and they were rulers, they were providing.
So
for
again,
things
it goes back to
other
what I said
people.
earlier. Like to the world, you don't have to be humble, but as long as you know you're humble in your heart, you're gonna be a good person. So ultimately, to me, that's what I was saying. Like I want to be a good person. I don't care what the world sees me like. I can push hard and like do my shit and push hard. Because that's what the motherfuckers did. They push hard and they pissed people off. They killed motherfuckers too. They did that shit, but they made a name for themselves.
But they also killed people too.
But we don't
Keep
know
other
if they were
people
humble or
safe.
not. But that's who I am. I want to be a humble person in heart and in my soul. But that at the same time, I want to be a badass out in the world. So again, you guys will know my side as a humble person. But everybody else, I don't give a fuck. If they don't like me, they don't fucking like me. I cut some people off for like. I'm sure like in their like they not cut, but like cut. They cut people out of life. They cut people out of
Dude,
life.
I just watched the Sacha Baron Cohen movie where he's like the what's it called? The Dictator.
Yeah.
And like every time somebody like does something that like slightly offends him,
Oh yeah.
he's like, "Oh no, wait a minute," and then like they turn around, and like. They like send them all to get their head chopped off.
At the end of the movie, they don't kill them all. They just have
Yeah, they actually sent them to because none of the guys liked him. So
Yeah.
they don't actually kill him. They send
just
him
got
to America.
Yeah.
They all like these shops in America.
Bro, Hollywood, they put out this shit, bro. It could be real.
Dude, it could be.
It could be that's
Dude.
how it's done.
Okay, here's the thing that I think happens to people, especially because we're all pretty success driven. So there is a thing that happens in the psyche where you want your friends to be successful.
It ain't fun if the homies don't hit it.
But you don't want them to be more successful than you.
To kind of always
Ooh,
keep
the
them
jealousy
underneath
part.
you.
Yeah. So, and I am very guilty of it, and I think you might recognize it at times. So it's just like, say I pop the fuck off, and I'm just like balling and blah blah blah. Oh, I invite you to the restaurant. I got the whole tab, and then blah blah blah, and I'm flexing, and you're just like, you motherfucker, you don't deserve it.
Yeah.
Go for it, bro.
Bro, it's very true. It's very true.
But if you have like, all I'm saying is like, as long as you recognize it right away, because I'll feel it sometimes, like, because I have friends that are way more successful than me, and I'm like, yeah, but, and I'll start excusing it, and then I'm like, Josh, you're fucking just being jealous right now. So if you could just
the fact that you recognize that's dope as shit.
And
bro.
it
That's
happens
dope as
a
shit.
lot, and maybe it's not yet, but it will. You know,
Yeah.
it will, and you're like hanging out with this dude, and you.
That's why I love his
you
book.
are.
It's a real thing. It's a real
It does.
thing.
It is.
It's a real thing. Like,
Yeah.
what's
Jealousy happens, bro.
Yeah, you're jealous of people coming up and
It's not. I wouldn't call it jealousy. I would call it more like, if we're talking about within men, like men have always been competitive.
Sure.
Okay.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
not. It's not about like, oh, I gotta show to everyone else that I have more than you or that I can provide more than you. It's just about like, okay, today, Jesse, I did 50 push-ups in 4 minutes. Oh shit! If we're all living together, we're part of a brotherhood and all this shit. We're competitive towards each other because we all want to
Yeah.
drive and bring each other up. And then it's like, oh shit, Josh did 50 push-ups. All right, well, fine. Get my stretches in. I'm gonna go for 60. Boom, Eric, I did 60. You're like, oh shit, fuck, Jesse, I'm gonna go out there 63. It's all just a level of competitiveness. And now you bring money involved, like you said, buying drinks, doing all this, showing status. Like, I've worked hard to get this, so let me share it with everybody else. Kind of going back to humble. You know what I mean? Like, you're not trying to be that dick and that asshole. Like, oh, I got all this, just signed this big deal.
Sure.
You know what I mean? That's human nature for the male perspective. Is what it's, because we're always competitors. Bro.
I do think a healthy competition.
Which is good, like healthy, yes, right,
Yeah.
right. It's like, which is,
But
I
then,
don't take offense to it. I know,
Yeah.
like, Eric won't take offense to it, Severo.
Sure.
And neither will I. It's like, oh shit, like, you're gonna offer to do this. I'm gonna sit back, I'm gonna let you do it, pour the drinks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Bring the food. Cool. I'm gonna
Yeah.
let you have it, and then, because you're successful, and then maybe later, 2-3 months, we have another event, and then it's me. Like, hey, guys, I brought this for all of us, and I wouldn't see it as you're trying to prove it being better than me. You're just trying to be like, hey, guys, everything's going well in my life. I want to share this with you guys. Come share this with me.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying.
it goes back to the leveling up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, if you're competitive, if your friend's doing this, you're like, fuck, I wanna, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Right.
I need to be there.
And I think that's good.
And if they're going up and I'm not coming,
Yeah.
I don't need to be in their life.
Yeah. Yeah.
If I'm going up and not going up and somebody's not coming, they don't need to be in my life.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I do get it. The jealousy, actually, you know what? I started flipping houses. Literally because of Jimmy.
Really?
Literally.
Yeah. You're like, look at this.
And
guy.
you know what that has turned into? Because I know you've noticed too, is like, you started flipping houses, I noticed about a year ago. And then just
Became a
recently,
bitch,
I was
bro.
telling you, I was like, hey, bro,
Can't mention.
like, let me
Mitchell,
help you flip
Mitchell.
houses. I can come in, I have this to provide. Let's come up together because I don't want to fall behind. So
Yeah.
that's me being that person, like, oh shit, Eric's doing this, he's flipping houses, he's making money, he's doing what he needs to do. So then I'm like, hey, I'm gonna call you, be like, hey, what up, Eric? Like, let's get together on something.
And now we can pinpoint the day
And
that
got a
Eric didn't
real
want to
estate
bring out
license
beers.
because my brother-in-law, Martin,
Yeah.
he sold one of our houses and got paid like $20,000.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck this. She was like, she was being
Yeah,
competitive. She was like,
So
Y'all
that's
do
good.
it.
Yeah. So yeah, there's this. I would say that there's a level of like competitiveness that drives you, especially amongst homies. So as long as you just don't let it like make you
Right.
Take your
resentful.
soul. and
Like,
yeah.
because if you're like, well, and maybe it's only within like the same industry, but like, for example, if I had a musician friend and then they start getting like real big, say they just get a pop 40 song, and I'm just like, motherfucker. And I felt those twinges like when some, like, because I had band members that like went on to be more, and I was like, oh, like, God damn it. I was like, maybe that's not my path. Like, that's okay. Like, dude, be happy for them. But as long as you just recognize that little bit of a...
exactly. You recognize that,
and then you're just like, no, dude, be happy for them. Like, either I'm going to better myself, or maybe that's not my path and I'm over here, you know?
Yeah.
But, yeah, it is a tricky little bitch that I've noticed, and maybe it's just even me, but
No. It's not just you, but it's everybody.
so the only industry, like, you know me, I'm a social media whore.
Yeah. Dude, that's a prime example. If you blow up on TikTok and I'll just be like, there will be a moment where I'll be like, God damn it, I wish I was like Eric's like, fuck. And then I'll be like,
No, fuck
shut
that.
the fuck up, Josh. Eric's been working his ass off on these videos.
Yeah, you're not someone doing the videos.
Yeah,
He's putting the time in.
exactly.
So you can't be mad at it.
So exactly.
So here's what I'm gonna do.
Dude,
Here's what
I'm
I'm
actually
gonna do.
jealous of you. I'm like, fuck. I'm literally like, nobody's.
He even said it like, dude, that's a fucking kick-ass name. I fucking love it.
I'm like,
that's the best fucking
I'm like
name
the
ever.
most fucking jealous guy, and I'm like, how can I fucking get Josh to give me that name?
Bro, you're gonna be on my podcast anytime you want, but you don't have the name.
Yeah, that's yours. I'm literally jealous of you. Like, literally, and I'm a social media whore, bro. I love social media. To me, it's easy. It's easy. I social media everything.
You're a homemaker.
I'm a slut.
I fucking love it.
Whores get paid.
But honestly, think of it like this. I'm literally jealous of fucking your ass right now. Oh my god.
Yeah, I love this, guys.
So here's the thing. You keep doing what you're doing with the TikTok, bro, and all that.
Yeah.
Get big, and then I'm gonna stay close to
I
you.
plan on you, bro, but in reality, I'm fucking rooting for you. You know what I'm saying?
You realize that the only reason I do TikTok, the only reason is it's financial reasons. Like, literally, the only reason. I get like $100 check every month.
Yeah. If it wasn't for that, he wouldn't just enjoy us shitting on him all the time for his stupid videos. He would be like, "This is so fun."
I'm waiting for somebody like to be like,
no, dude, keep doing it.
We're gonna cut you like $1,000 a month. Eventually, it'll grow. You go to 100,
Dude,
you
it
go
really
to
does.
500,
It really does.
you go to 1,000. That's great, bro. That's what I want for you.
I'm waiting for big old tires to be like, hey, promote us on your fucking, and be like, all right, how much you pay me? That's the only reason I do fucking TikTok. That's the
Or
only
you just get that viral one, and all of a sudden you pop
Hey,
off.
let me
and
know.
now you
Hey,
go from 100.
Let
to
me know when you
5,000.
got construction TikToks, and I'll slap something your way.
I've tried
For
with
my
you
business.
100,000 times. You and Max, and you guys.
Here's what
I didn't know it was like that. I thought it was just like I didn't know there was money involved. Bro, I'm not involved with fucking technology, bro.
Bro, he's already
I'm the
making
furthest away
75
from it.
cents a video. Like,
Yeah,
dude, there is money involved.
75 cents a video for
You think
15 seconds.
that has like
Fire me up.
I have like 40,000 followers. That's literally nothing. Like 40,000 people like, oh, you have 40,000.
You have
Now, you
40,000
realize people
sentient
that-
beings that have nothing going on in their life, bro. They'd rather watch you.
Okay, I'm okay with that. But then
Times that by 100.
yes, it could be 3
Right.
million people.
Right.
And then all of a sudden that $100 turns to $5,000 a month.
Dude, one of my favorite things, and this is one of my goals of my podcast, but I have a network of a really good quality community of people. A good community of quality people. And I think, and a lot of them are very success minded. And I truly believe that it just like one person pops up, and then they're just like, all right, I'm up here. How do I help you get up? How do I help you get up? How do I help you get up?
Come up here with me, because if you come up here, you're gonna make me money, and you're gonna make
my
money.
favorite example is like rappers. They literally like whichever one pops first, they pop off and then they bring their crew.
G-Unit.
They're like, yeah, dude, they literally bring their crew. They're like, all right, like Wheezy. He's like, let me introduce you to Nicki Minaj, Drake, all the people, like, so he brings his crew up. And so, it doesn't matter who pops first. If it's Severo in Vegas, he pops up, then he's just like, how can I help blow your TikTok up? I'm going to get you on this thing. How can I help blow this
like, dude, like, I'll have Josh come through and, like, take videos and
pictures
and
if you blow up, I'm quit my job and I'm going to be your assistant.
Exactly.
You're going to be your niece's assistant. You're going to be your niece's assistant.
Exactly. Even there, like, if she pops off, she's going to help you, and then you're helping your friends. If I pop off on this podcast, then I'm gonna like, oh, what's your project? Get on the podcast. Let me share it. Like, that's like, so if you have that like quality group of people around you, then you bring everyone up, and they're like, oh, this is a construction company. It's whatever this thing is. I'm gonna like help promote whatever. So like,
it's literally nobody's.
Yeah,
it's nobody's. Literally everybody.
So y'all pop off, and I'm gonna be up in the mountains in my forest cabin.
Yeah,
and I'll come visit you guys popping out.
My sister started a podcast too.
Hey, dude.
What's your
Let's get her on. I'm in.
She called it Holy?
Holy something. Holy something.
Dude, my attraction to podcasts, beyond just like hanging out with friends, is it is the most collaborative effort on the planet. Like, if you are competitive with another podcast, instead that's gonna fail you. Instead, you're like, oh, I'm over here and I'm over here. I'm like, dude, we should pod together, and then you just bring audiences together. It's so collaborative.
You know what we should do after this, and what we're gonna do maybe is there's gonna be plenty of videos. We're going to the lake. You're coming with us, and then you're gonna see what Nobodies is like on the lake. Yeah, we're gonna document it, bro.
I'm down.
Okay, my little podcast, bro. I listen to podcasts.
But yeah, your sister, I saw it on Facebook.
Yeah, what time is it right now?
Noon.
Yeah, we should wrap this up.
Yeah.
Dude, thank you.
No, bro,
you guys want to plug anything?
Dude, what?
Oh, so that's a white term.
Plug.
Did you say what?
No, I don't have social media, bro. I mean, I got Facebook, but I don't use it. I don't post on it.
No, so if I pop off, I'm gonna get like, if you're not already able to buy that land, I can find you investors. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, so it's like you connect. Oh, dude, my buddy's an investor. He's been looking for a project, and you're like, this idea over here. Yeah, it's just like you just connect people. It's great.
Remember, you're on camera, so I'm not on camera, but do it, bro.
No, yeah, bro. We build dreams. That's what I do.
So all I want to say is I love you guys, and I'm gonna take off in a couple of days to Vegas. You guys are more than welcome to come whenever. Obviously, the house is there. But thanks for being my friend.
Hell yeah. Dude, I love you guys.
I hope I never see you again.
Cheers, fellas. Ow! That one hurt.
Hey, Neb LLC. Yes, call me for everything.
Hey, what is it?
Neb LLC.
Neb.
NEEB LLC.
Do you just dial like NEB LLC on the phone?
NEEB LLC.
I just type it into like the numbers?
Yep.
Okay.
Is that the phone number? No, it's not.
No, it's not. you have to Google it. That website. You have to Google it.
Oh, okay. See, that's what I'm asking. So like nebllc.com.
Nebllc.com.
Is it .org?
I'm the shadow guy. You guys
.gov.
don't see my face. No, just .gov.
Nobody wants to see this.
Also, slight affiliation with ProGate Construction. Yes.
Do it.
See?
Building dreams, bro.
See, that's what
anything
fun is.
concrete.
Coming soon.
Landscaping,
Sincero
houses.
in Las Vegas.
Sincero.
Sincero.
Boys.
Well, let's cheers
DJ.
to nobodies.
Hey.
To nobodies.
We ain't nothing.
Boys.
To nobodies.
Let's go voting.
Let's go, buddy!
Nobodies.